How's it going, guys? Thanks so much for checking out this video, and welcome to the coolest and best toy photography video here on YouTube that is completely 100% dedicated to the Batman. So yeah, the Batman was awesome, and I can't wait to see it again. And holy crap, I think we can all finally agree that this movie is completely just freaking awesome, and just so much inspiration for toy photography while watching this movie. So I have 3 photos that I want to take during this video, and I really can't wait to do them. 2 of them involve some fire, and you know, I'm a pyro and I really like shooting some toys with a little bit of real fire involved. So if you saw the video that I posted last week, I made a fully custom cape for this McFarlane Batman figure that came out recently. It's a pretty good figure, it really is, but you know, the clunky rubber cape isn't too great. So if you want to see exactly how I made this awesome posable wired cape, check out the video from last week. It's actually a lot easier to make something like this than you think. Sewing really isn't that bad. And if you're a fan of this kind of thing and you want to get started doing some toy photography, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel. I've got so many more tutorials coming and so many more on the channel already. So I'm really looking forward to all the cool stuff we're going to come out with in the very, very near future. So for my first shot, I want to do something pretty similar to the way pretty much all of the marketing material was for the Batman. Like if you remember, it was all this really cool, like very just red and black, rainy, very, very prominently red. So I have Batman over here in a really cool kind of like poached up Batman pose, and also use my spray bottle to get a little bit of a rain effect going on as well. And I also have a whole tutorial just on lighting in general. So all of the lighting techniques I'm going to try and use for this shot right here is all in that lighting tutorial. So it's still a little bit bright out, so I'm actually going to wait until the sun completely goes down because I really want to get that dark feel to it. And I'm going to be using my Lume Cubes here. This is the Lume Cube Panel Pro, which does change any color I want, so I'm going to do that. And I'm also just going to place these in various areas, most likely towards the back of him, so I can get him to be a little bit backlit, and that'll look really cool. And I also get the cape in this really awesome looking pose, like the wind is going. This is going to be awesome. Can't wait till the sun will go down. Also, if you're curious about any of the other gear I'm using as well, I'll have all the gear, including my camera and all that stuff, linked in the description below, so you can see all the stuff I'm using to make this stuff happen. So for my second shot, I really want to recreate that really just beautiful scene where the Batmobile comes out of the fire, you know, and then we get this really cool point of view of Penguin watching Batman walking towards him with all this fire in the background, and it's still upside down, and there's all these cool fire reflections and great lighting from the fire, and I really want to incorporate that. So basically what I'm going to do is set Batman up in a really cool walking pose, and I'm going to pour some water down on the ground so we get this really nice looking reflective surface on the ground, and then basically just light a big flame behind him. And I'm going to take the photo and we'll see how it looks still upside down. I would really love to have the photo still completely upside down in the final product, but we'll see how that looks. If I have to switch it up normal, I'll leave it normal. So I'm basically just going to be using some of this lighter fluid, basic lighter fluid, just going to drop it on the ground behind him and light it until it burns out, and hopefully get some really cool flames. And then afterwards I'll probably incorporate a little bit of lighting from one of my Lume Cubes on top of Batman as well. And oh man, I'm excited for this one. Hopefully it works out with all the fire working out and still upside down. Can't wait. So I'm gonna set up and see if we can take the shot. Are dealing with fire, always please be super mega careful. Have an adult with you just to be safe, and if you are an adult, just don't be stupid. Be safe, please. So I have Batman in his walking pose. I'm using a little wire here to prop him up so I can still have a good pose of him and actually have him stand up and not fall over. And I'm gonna just shoot with a really fast shutter speed and try to get as many flames as possible while it's burning, and hopefully not light Batman on fire. We'll make sure not to do that. Afterwards, I'll take a Lume Cube and take a bunch of photos with the light on him as well, and then I'll Photoshop them after. I have a whole tutorial on how to combine the photos like this on my YouTube channel right now, so if you want to look at that, there's also that as well. I'm gonna get started and shoot this. Putting down some lighter fluid over here, behind. That should be good. And then I'm gonna dump a bunch of water right in front here, so we get some nice reflective stuff. Got my remote, taking the photo, and here we go. Oh yeah, this is looking really good. So for the last shot, I kind of just had this idea and I'm really excited to do it. I want to have a shot from way above, and I'm gonna try and draw a question mark, like a Riddler question mark with the lighter fluid, and then when I light it, hopefully we'll get this big question mark of fire. And I'm really excited for that. So I'm gonna have Batman kind of just standing there watching and looking at this giant question mark around him and just being like, you know, what the hell? So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna draw a big question mark with chalk first, so then I can kind of use that to trace with my handy dandy little bottle of lighter fluid, light it until it burns out, take a couple shots, kind of similar to the last one, but yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm really excited to try this one. Okay, so I got my long tripod set up facing down. I've got Batman in a pretty good position, I think, and I'm gonna draw with chalk now a big question mark kind of around Batman, not too close to him because I don't want to burn Batman. And then I'm going to use that for the stencil, whatever, for how I draw my lighter fluid with to make the question mark with the fire. It's going to be awesome. So let's draw the stencil first. Alright guys, that's about it for me for this video. I'm really happy, I think, with these Batman shots. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.